Subtract 1000 minus 457. Show your work with drawings or numbers.
Are you ready for our next math quest? Today, we need to subtract from 1,000? We've never subtracted numbers this big before. Let's go back to what we learned the last time we practiced our subtraction skills to help us out. Let's jump right in. Follow along with me in your guided notes. When we subtract, we take away from a number to see how much is left. The answer we get is called the difference. We can find the difference between any pair of numbers no matter how many digits they have. Just remember to start with the greater number and take away the smaller number. Let's start off simple. Say I brought 9 cookies with me to a picnic and 5 of them were eaten. How many are left? We just subtract 9 minus 5 to find the difference of 4. There are 4 cookies left. How about with 2 digits? Do you remember Mia's movie theater? One of the theaters can hold 85 people, and she has sold 53 tickets for today's show. How many seats are left? Start by setting it up vertically and then subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. We put that in our ones place. 8 minus 5 is 3. We put that in the tens place. Our difference is 32. There are 32 seats left. Great! Now, what about 3-digit numbers? What if you had saved up $265 and you just spent $142 at the store? How much money would be left? Line up the place values just like we did in the last 2 examples, then subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. We'll put that in the ones place. 6 minus 4 is 2. That goes in the tens place. And 2 minus 1 is 1. We can carry down the 1 to the hundreds place. So, how much money do you have left? $123 is the difference. We're doing great. Now, what about problems that need regrouping? Let's look at this problem. 610 minus 109. When we line up the place values and begin to subtract, we have 0 minus 9. Thinking back to level 2, when there's more on the floor, we take it next door and get 10 more. Since 9 is bigger than 0, we need to go next door to the tens place and break a 10 into 10 ones. That 10 becomes a 0, and we now have 10 ones. 10 minus 9 is 1. Great. Now we subtract the tens place. 0 minus 0 is 0. Easy. Finally, the hundreds place. 6 minus 1 equals 5. The difference between 610 and 109 is 501. Ooh, I'm feeling really good about our work today. Let's solve one more problem before we try our math quest. What is the difference between 904 and 756? When we line up the place values and look to the ones place, we have 4 minus 6. More on the floor again. Let's go next door to get 10 more. Oh no, there aren't any 10s to break apart into ones. What do you think we should do? Look, we have a hint to help us out. What does it say? 0 next door, go 1 place more. What do you think it's trying to tell us? Well, we have 0 next door in the tens place, so there's nothing to break apart and regroup into the ones place. The clue says go 1 place more. If we look to the hundreds place, can we regroup there? Yes! we can look to higher place values to help us regroup. Since we have a 0 in the tens, we need to see if we can regroup from the next place value. Next door is the hundreds place, and we have 9 hundreds. If we regroup 100, how many tens do we get? That's it. We get 10 tens, and we're left with 8 hundreds. But we're not done yet. Remember, we needed more ones, not just tens. Now, since we were trying to regroup to help us in the ones place, we need to regroup again from the tens place this time to get some more ones. We have 10 tens now. If we break one apart into ones, we're left with 9 tens, and we now have 14 ones. That was quite a bit of regrouping, but we're set up to subtract now. 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 5 is 4. And finally, 8 minus 7 is 1. The final answer here is a difference of 148. Wow, great work! That last one was a challenge, but I think it gave us an idea of how to take on the math quest. In the quest, we're trying to find the difference between 1,000 and 457. Remember to write first the problem vertically and align the place values. What do you notice right away about the problem? Look at all of those zeros. In our last problem, when we tried regrouping, we had a 0 next door, so we had to go one place value more. But I think we may need to go more than one place value higher to help us out. Starting in the lowest place value, we have 0 minus 7. Since we don't have any ones to subtract the 7 from, we'll need to go next door. But there's also a 0 in the tens place. And there's a 0 in the hundreds place. We'll have to skip over those and go to the thousands place to start regrouping and work backwards from there. If we break apart 1,000, how many hundreds do we get? You're right. 1,000 breaks apart into 10 hundreds, and we're left with 0 thousands. Then, like in the last example, we can regroup 100 into 10 tens, leaving us with 9 hundreds. Finally, we'll need to regroup 110 into 10 ones, leaving us with 9 tens. Wow, that was a lot of regrouping. Let's stop and check. Do we have enough on top to subtract in each place value now? We do. Now we can subtract. We now have 10 ones and we're subtracting 7 ones. 10 minus 7 is 3, so we'll put a 3 in the ones place. There are 9 tens now and we're subtracting 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. Let's put that in the tens place. There are 9 hundreds and we're subtracting 4. 9 minus 4 is 5 hundreds. And when we regrouped from the thousands place, we didn't have any thousands left. So the final answer here is a difference of 543. We did it! Write our final answer on your math quest while I input our answer. Amazing work today! We tackled some really tough subtraction problems that required regrouping over more than one place value. Remember, every problem has a solution, and we've got the skills to solve it. See you next time.